Hello everybody and welcome back to Skyshines Bedlam. We've had a patch to patch 1.5 today. And there's a lot of bug fixes in there. Anything from power cell cost to rookies leveling up, heal times, and all sorts of other good little stuff. So instead of continuing where I left off at the end of last episode, I'm going to start a new one because I don't know if the game save broke. They didn't say anything about it, but I really don't want to take the risks. So let's start a new game here. Yes. Okay, we still have only one dozer here. And we're going to go normal because we want to unlock new dozers. We're going to take the same tack we had just taken on the start of that last one, and we're going to go down Behemoth here and try and thread our way down the eastern border here. Alright, let's get going. Alright, the massive dozer cautiously navigates through the congested streets of Byzantine. While it draws some attention from the pedestrian stream, most of the civilian throng is too distracted by ubiquitous hover advertisements, Vogue band broadcasts, and quantum cranial devices. With a resounding clamor, the reinforced gates slowly part, and the great machine forges ahead into the unpredictable land of Bedlam. Alright, so our first trek. Now see, I don't like that it takes us one day literally to go from inside Byzantine to outside the gates. I just don't like that. I don't know if that's really too fair. And yeah, it looks like we've still got everybody is all the same name. Yeah, I would really, like I said last time, I would really love to see these names and characters randomized. I mean, you know, use the same faces or mix the bodies up, you know, like put her face. Well, that's not quite, it's the same body. So they did, you know, they kind of put her face on her body, but I mean, heck, put her face on her body, and her face on her body, and, you know, his face on his body, and, you know, stuff like that. Mix it up. Piece of pepper or something. Okay, so let's move on. While traveling along the road, the dozer slowly grinds to a halt. The vehicle's mired in some kind of quicksand. Even the dozer's mighty engines can't free it from this bedlam gunk. Your technicians may be able to come up with a solution, but any option will consume some of the resources aboard. So if we wait, it's going to use food, use crude, or use power cells. Oh, that's a tough decision. You know, we get power cells after every battle, and we don't really need them to survive, so we're going to use the power cells. Your brilliant technicians construct a makeshift apparatus by lashing Duraplex cables to a nearby rock formation and hauling the dozer forward with a fusion-powered winch they have assembled. Unfortunately, the solution consumes precious power cells, but finally the dozer is pulled free of the mucky hindrance. The dozer continues along the road. 6, that's not too bad. And we forgot to upgrade our barracks. Insufficient power. So I'm glad we didn't upgrade that before we left, because that would have really kind of been bad. One of the updates that they put out is these little side missions, or away missions as they're calling them, is now limited to a maximum of 3 people or less. And they will net twice the crude and meat rewarded after battle if you have 3 people or less. And oh, sorry, I mean 4 people maximum. 3 people or less routes will give you twice the resources. So we're going to go on a couple of these, see what we get. Wow, that's pumping up really quick. As the crew explores the area, they encounter a small settlement of mutants. Unfortunately, these mutants seem to recognize the crew and are rather inhospitable. Hoy, you morts be the ones helping the wicked cutters that sliced up our tribe mates. We be shredding you now. Okay, let's see, what else? Another thing that they've done in this update is they increased a lot of the size of the maps, which we're about to see. Oh, yeah. Well, maybe not too much, but they increased the size of the maps and redistributed how the NPCs units and your units would be placed on the field to try and avoid uh, ambushes immediately out the gate, as it were. So we're going to try and move our sniper over so that we can try and get these guys before they get to us. Another thing they did was, instead of just a straight miss on people that are behind cover, they will simply take half damage unless it's a melee attack. Which makes some sense, I suppose. Okay, she can't... Or, yeah, he can't quite get there, so let's... 3 and 4... Okay, let's just move him out of here. Way, way, way out of here. Because I don't want to keep losing those guys. Alright. Can you snipe him? You can if you go here. Alright. I want to try and level up my snipers. The level up system has also been changed. Rookies will reach veteran status after 3 kills, with the first level up at 2 more kills, and each level up after that requiring 5 more kills. So basically you'll get veteran at 3 kills, veteran plus 1 at 5 kills, and then every level after that is 5 more kills. Alright, let's move on. While exploring an area of dense vegetation, the crew is drawn by the noise of clashing creatures. In a clearing, they discover a pair of massive mangler vixens, ferocious bedlam omnivores, locked in brutal combat with one another. Exhausted and mortally wounded, the overgrown beasts notice the crew immediately disengage to turn on them. But in their weakened states, they are no match for the crew's weapons, and the mangler vixens fall in a hail of firepower. Though not the finest cuisine, the carcasses of the slain creatures will replenish the dozer's meat stocks. I'm guessing, what, 120? 50. That's not too much at all. Where was that? There's another update that they put out to... basically, they rebalanced... that's not it. But it was something about, and I'm looking at the patch notes here, I just can't find it specifically. But the threat rating from low to bedlam, they rebalanced that as well a little bit. Let's see if I can find it here. Threat level ramp up tightened. I don't know what tighten means, but I'm guessing it means it goes up quicker. While exploring the area, the crew discovers a gargantuan crater in the earth. The surface of the entire area has been turned into an uneven cobalt crystals. The site was possibly caused by the detonation of a powerful fusion war device from past ages. All the way down to the bottom of the expansive pit is an encampment of nomads. Approach them. The crew slowly and carefully make their way down the rough surface into the deep crater. As they draw closer to the camp, they see that there is a large hole in the ground at the base of the crater. The nomads have constructed a rudimentary well at the hole and are cranking out containers of precious crude from the breach in the crust. There are dozens of full barrels in a nearby tent. The leader of the nomads watches the crew approach. The others regard them nervously. Greets to you, intrepids. As you can see, we have stacked claim to the drain, but there is so much, Struth, so much. More than we could ever carry or haggle. You are welcome to whatever you can haul. Sweet! Free crude. Use it wisely. Good fortune to you out there in the big chaos. The crew returns to the dozer with a valuable supply of crude. Nice. 144. That's actually very nice. Seeing as it takes us 140 to go just one leg of the journey, and 35 to do one of these little away missions. That's nice. After climbing a rocky ridge, the crew discovers a makeshift shack assembled from various scrap nestled in the crevice of a cliff wall. Approaching cautiously, the crew notices a patch of fresh blood on the ground near the entrance. Weapons at the ready, the crew enters the shack to find two fairly fresh corpses. Both men are holding bladed instruments and appeared to have died from many deep cuts. On a nearby bench are several recently carved flanks of runcolo meat. Whatever the specifics, the two men clearly had some kind of altercation over the meat. The crew takes the meat and returns to the dozer with the valuable supplies. Very nice. 26. Alright. Moving down. Yeah, that's going a lot faster than it did in 1.0. Up ahead on the road, you can see a rickety motorcraft towing a large trailer filled with various containers. Sure. Dozer comes to a halt and you disembark. The motorcart also stops and you are approached by the driver, an eccentric-looking man with peculiar equipment. Greets to ya, operator of the Grand Machine. I am an alchemist, a masterful manipulator of matter. Could I be of humble service to one such obvious esteem? Oh, I like that little toss out to PlayStation right there, it looks like. The circle, square, X, triangle. You have heard tales of these scorned practitioners of transmogrification, able to convert various substances into other useful materials using archaic black science. The same types of unstable procedures that contributed to the Barren Age and created the chaotic land of Bedlam so long ago. Magnificent! You'll have no regrets, this I declare. I have the raw elements in my stores to catalyze limited processes. Which of your materials would you like transformed? I want to change something into power cells. But I can't. So, bye-bye, dude. Bye-bye. Rather than risk any possible calamity from the alchemist's questionable methods, you return to the dozer and continue along the road. Alright, we're going to hit 2 of these, and we're going to hit this one, and see what it gives us. As the crew cautiously wanders between toxic slag pools, they reach a rise overlooking some kind of bizarre lodge. A number of mutants are seen heading towards the structure, which seems alive. Yeah, what the heck? Why not? Here be a heap of morts poking their ugly faces in tribe affairs. They be making good fertilizer. We're not making any fertilizer. We're not composting. Many resources dole out twice as much. Or mystery resources, yeah. Okay, 2 melee characters. Where's our sniper? He is right here. Let's put him there. Move this guy to here. See what they do. Okay, they didn't do anything. Move you there. Let's see if you can get some of this meat. Oh, they're moving toward... What the heck are they doing?
Meat.
It's like they're confused.
Crude. Meat blitz.
Ah, that's what they were doing. They were waiting for their blitz to start. Talk about a bonus to the movement. Jeez Louise. Alright. Okay, let's move you here. Kill him. What? That was not fair. Oh, okay, I see. So once it fills, they get 1 turn of three turn actions, and then they're back down to 2 until their next blitz. I think that's pretty interesting. Alright, let's pull our people back in. No! No! Ooh, so close, so close. Okay, there's no way he can get away from him. we're gonna cast a shell. Insufficient power cells. Ah! Can I click on his information? No, I can't get anywhere with that. Oh, okay. Shows health. Return to dose. No. Okay. That just brings up that. And that brings up that. Okay, yeah, he's pretty screwed. So let's try and see if we can lure him into attacking our melee guy here. Oh, nice. Okay. Boom. Veteran. Ouch! Okay, he's down to 2 health. Let's move him way out of there. Can't really do much to him, can you? Alright, let's... Yeah, there we go. Get her a kill. You must be tougher than a juggernaut roach. I don't even know what that would be. Alright, let's see here. You leveled up to 7 damage. Very nice. Let's take him off and put him on. Our gunslinger's injured. We'll put you there. Yeah, oh yeah, the interface changed here. Okay, interesting. But yeah, there's the modified icon. It shows 2 times meat and crude. Alright. Ooh, interesting. While exploring the area, the crew comes across a large cave entrance. A foul stench wafts from the opening. Nothing can be seen from this vantage except for inky blackness. There are no sounds coming from within. I've never seen this, so let's do it. The crew cautiously descends into the dark cave, weapons ready. Adjusting helmet equipment allows them to see through the darkness to a degree. At the rear of the cave is a pack of mangler vixens, savage bedlam omnivores. The beasts are all along dead, curled in a large circle on the moist floor of the cave. The dead creatures surrounded a cloaked figure sitting motionless in the center. The crew trains their weapons on the figure and tentatively steps forward. Calls go unanswered, leading them to believe the individual may also be deceased. Then, shockingly, the figure stands. He holds a strange object above his head and shouts fervently. The glorious Grimcatcher, bane of the hellified horrors. Tribes claimed it carried a curse. Fallacy and fable, these withered wretches at my feet prove it be priceless talisman. I don't get it, but okay. With that, the man convulses and falls to the ground, dead. The object rolls from his grasp. It appears to be an odd, handmade hoop of wire, scales, and the bones of a tiny creature. Take the object. The glorious Grimcatcher has been added to your cargo. Looks like a charm bracelet. A very painful charm bracelet. The crew leaves the cave behind and returns to the dozer. Alright. We're not going to hit those two because we're sucking through crude like crazy. As the dozer travels along the road, it approaches a high cliff and wall to one side. Written on the wall are the words, "Viscera does not rule Bedlam." Beneath that, another remark is scrawled in much larger letters in red paint. "Yes, he does." Lined up along the bottom of the cliff beneath the second message are a dozen decapitated heads, planted on spikes. The second statement seems fairly clear. The dozer continues along the road. Why did we need an alarm for that? Ooh, elite. What kind of... Let's see here. We are in Marauder territory here, so let's see what elite we can possibly get here. Chundarok! Be giving you morts to belly a bile. Turn your morts to meat chowder. Yay, Chundarok! I like him. He's cool. Six to 4. I don't necessarily like this. Oh, insufficient power cells. No! Okay, let's consolidate our troops here a little bit. Bring our sniper in. Oh, that's not our sniper. That's our sniper. All right. 1 down, 5 to go. Looks like our shotgunner's gonna get a level up this round possibly. Alright, let's move her back. Okay. Okay, you got 6, you do 3, you do 2, you do 5. Okay. Oh, you little jerk. For that, you're getting a sword to the face. Not cool at all. Let's take him down. A good chunk. I don't like how they regain their health. That's just not fair. Excuse me. Pull back a little more here. Yeah, the sniper was the best chance at taking Chundarok out before he melts one of us. Okay, what's his movement? He's got not a lot of movement. Of course. 8. He only does 2. 4, 3. Okay, let's move you in. Of course. Okay, he can't quite get to me yet. Actually, he will be able to get to me next turn, so I need to move him up or face losing him. Oh, that's not cool. Not cool at all. Looks like we're gonna lose this, folks. Because this is not fair. My shotgunner is not going to be able to take out Chundarok. Not at all. I can do 4. We're going to have to risk it. Ouch. Jeez. Yep. This is game, set, match. Game, set, match. All because I lost my sniper. God, that sucks. Ball, you heap of feeble, thin skins be no challenge. That's a different picture of Chundarok. Well, we lost our asses on that one. King Viscera says Chundarok be hero for melting de morts. None in Bedlam be hardy enough for Chundarok's belly a bile. A despicable debacle. When the passengers heard my report of your pitiful performance, a crestfallen contingent of them departed the dozer with all alacrity. Ouch! We lost 300 passengers just because we got trounced? I don't like that at all. We're running really low on crude, so we're just going to keep moving forward. Ahead on the horizon, you can see the wisps of black smoke rising into the sky. As the dozer draws closer, you can see that a clutch of marauders is attempting to block the road with a number of their vehicles. They have lit several barrels on fire and seem to be anxiously anticipating carnage. Stop and investigate. A dozer comes to a halt as soon as you disembark. The marauders waste no time in attacking. Of course! Grats for making this easy. Maybe we'll murderize you quick like. Nah, gotta drag the agony out for as long as we can, you lunks. Well, let's pull you, and you. I'm really not finding the frontliners too useful for the most part. So we're going to risk total annihilation in hopes of getting a little bit more meat and crude from this. Get that crude.
Meat.
Take him out. Take him out.
Level up.
All right, now that's all his quick leveling. The rest is he's gonna have to get 5 kills just to level up again. So. Okay, that kind of hurt, but he's dead. Next time we just gonna bring bigger guns, you scuzzers. Alright, so we got a little bit of crude back there. Not a lot, but we still don't have any to spare to go visit these little side missions, so we're just gonna keep pushing forward here. Uh-oh, event. The dozer slows as it enters a narrow rocky pass. On each side of the road is some kind of effigy constructed of scrap metal, wire, and bone. They are adorned with spikes, skulls, and splashed of red. These primitive figures would seem to be an indication that marauders aren't far from here. Lovely. Well, we don't have any choice because we can't go back, we can't go forward, we can't go to any of the side missions, so let's see what we get. This could be our end right here. The dozer suddenly rumbles to a stop as the crude supply has been entirely consumed. With no assistance in sight, the passengers quickly become discontent and decide they would rather take their chances in Bedlam rather than continue under your questionable leadership. Dang it, I didn't read that. In your final moments, you take some solace knowing your catastrophic failure will at least leave the wreckage of your dozer to provide valuable resources for fortunate scavengers that discover the remains. Oh no! We died! Oh, I felt like I really should have read that. For some reason, I didn't think it actually took. So we played for 20 minutes. We did 3 of the 4 battles, 13 kills, lost 6 crew, 3 promotions, hit 13 places, used 1,295 crude, consumed 668 meat, used 21 power cells, and we lost all 1,000 passengers. So that is definitely a losing condition, folks. If you're playing this on your own, you lose all your passengers. Game over. Our score of 87,000, and we were a mediocre mechanic. I didn't even have time to read that. Well, folks, that's it for this episode. If you like, don't forget to hit that like button down below and hit that subscribe button so you're in the know and easier to find me. Leave me comments. Let me know how I did. Any mistakes that you think I made and I should have done something different. I might be able to improve my play next time. Until next time, I'm LoQuid. Y'all have a good day. Peace.